Yahweh, Yahweh, welcome back to Marshallese lessons. Today we're going over possessive and demonstratives. So, AJ, do you want to get started with demonstratives, kind of explaining what they are, what they do?
Yeah, so this is a little bit different than in English. So in English, it's like the word the and that kind of thing. It's a little bit it's not exactly the same. These are just indicating plural or singular, and that's
Right.
that's really all that they're doing. So and then the other difference is that we have to distinguish this row and co is different. So people versus things, plural. There's a difference there. So obviously in English, there's no difference. But so yeah, AO, co, and row, and those are going to be basically for everything.
Awesome. And then we have the possessives. So, starting out with my is ao, your is his, hers, or its is on, our exclusive is our inclusive is ar, y'all's is ami, ayer is like theirs. So these things we put them together because they work together. How we generally kind of format this in Marshallese is we have a noun and we put the demonstrative and then we have possessive. If I can figure out how to spell that. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
noun, demonstrative, possessive. So it's pretty easy. AJ, how would you say the books?
So Marshallese is just going to be a little bit, it's just going to be reversed. So you just say book, co, books,
Book.
and the plural rather than the books.
Perfect. What if I wanted to say, and we'll add a possessive in here. So now we have the noun and the demonstrative. That's pretty easy. What if I wanted to say, rather than the books, her book?
And then for that, you'll just throw it on the end. So on, book ko on.
Boko an. Oh, sorry. Oh, and that, yeah, I meant to say her books. So yeah, boko an.
Book ko
Perfect.
on. Yeah. Boom.
Jet jet. All right, let's do some. We're gonna do some more examples. I want you to try to figure it out. You might not know the noun, but I want you to see if you can figure out what demonstrative fits with possessive. So if you need to pause the video at any point as we're going through these examples, please feel free to do so. Try and figure it out on your own because that's how you're really gonna learn. All right, Nielsen, give me one.
Okay. Let's go with the uh, let's say the alligators. We'll start with just two of those.
Alligators. Perfect.
And you really should know how to say alligators in Marshallese by now.
Yeah, yeah. So great thing about Marshallese. Now I want you to pause and think about this. What demonstrative are we going to use? And where does everything fit? So pretty easy. Alligator. This is gonna be alligator because they don't have alligators in the Marsh Islands, so it's gonna be English. And then the demonstrative is co because alligators aren't people and it's plural. Pretty easy. All right. I'll throw one your way. How would you say my uh report card?
My report card. Okay. Pause the video. Give it a shot. Give it your best effort. You can do it. And we'll go for it. So we start with the noun. Report card. AO. So this is singular. So
Yep,
AO. I'll
perfect.
get that accent on there. Report card AOL.
Jet jet.
Boom. Okay. Let's I'll give you another one here, Josh. Um, we'll try to make this one a little bit different. We'll say their coconuts.
Okay, jet jet. So pause it, think about it. I'll give you the word for coconut. It's ni. Well, I mean, there are a few different types of coconuts, so you could also say whiny, but we'll stick with ni. Ni go ayer would be their coconuts because again, it's plural, so we have co. They're not peoples, so we're using co rather than ro, and then ayer is there, belonging to them. Now we'll get to something a little bit later, but just a little sneak peek. Some words have different possessives. So if we're saying it's like their coconut drink, then we're actually going to say limer rather than aer because it's a drink belonging to them. So things like drink and food um, and certain relationships like my mom, my dad all have possessives kind of attached to them. We'll get to those special possessives later, but that's just a little sneak peek. All right. I think this is good. If you need more practice, make sure to DM us. We'll give you some practice um, sentences and, make sure that you're learning and able to understand what's happening here.
Thanks for tuning in.
Paleo.